Hello, my name is Jupiter Hadley, and today we're doing another version of Jupi Plays All the Games, this time with the TyranoBuilder Summer Game Jam 2015. TyranoBuilder is a game engine used to create visual novels. The challenge for this game jam was to use that engine to make a game with a theme united by fate for the jam. There are 44 entries, and I'm playing each one for about a minute. Links to the entries will be in the description so you can check them out. These are story-based entries, so you're only going to get a taste of what the story is. So you might want to continue further. If you'd like to check me out, all my info is also in the description. I have a Steam group where I curate games, a Twitter, Patreon, etc., etc. Thank you for liking and commenting. Anyway, next. We're playing CE-5. Alright. Contains blood and adult language. There was a warning. A glaring red digital clock draws my focus towards the front of the bus. The overstuffed bag meshes to my side, and I lean back, slipping the canvas strap idly between my fingers. 3:29 a.m. Sighing, my bootstick against the seat in front of me, and I tuck in, making myself as small as possible. According to that clock, it's been 2 days, 18 hours, and 6 minutes since I emptied my bank account, crammed my life into a single bag, and bought a one-way ticket to the city. Also, the last time I've slept as reminded by the dull throbbing behind my eyes. The bag strap drops from my hand, and I work at opening a pouch zipper, eventually managing to scrape out a black tin of caffeinated mints. It shakes from the bumpy ride, and I can tell there aren't many left. Flipping the lid open, the tin presses to my mouth. Several bittersweet tabs bounce across my tongue along with the remaining dust from the tin. Just a few more hours until I'm there. Out of curiosity, I look up to check the clock again, certain it's been several minutes. 3:30 a.m. My lack of sleep and frustration have been building for hours into a migraine that pulses down the back of my head and leaving me wincing in my seat. The bus, along with my new residence, is still several hours from the city. I pull the hood of my jacket further over my forehead, close my eyes, and pray for the mints to kick in quickly. Are the mint sleeping tablets? Oh, there's someone in front of you. Oh, they're gone. Okay. Probably stole your shit. Excuse me. A finger prods my shoulder, rousing my consciousness from my impromptu nap. Hello? Earth to sleepyhead. The morning light seeps into my vision, and I grimace, shielding my eyes with my hands. Is the city always this bright in the morning? The voice addressing me clearing their throat softly, and gives my shoulder another soft poke. Peering at the hand, I slowly trace it across the slender arm to a face of a woman attempting to get my attention. Good morning. You must have had a rough trip if you're falling asleep standing up. Now, where were we? Standing up. I shouldn't be. My hands sink, resting on the bag now slung across my chest. Weird. The road is clear of cars on both sides, and my bus is nowhere in sight. There isn't even a bus stop. I was in my seat. How did I get here then? How the fuck? Excuse me? If you're that tired, let's get you settled inside, then you can rest. Weird. Next. We're playing Bound by Fate. I like these graphics. New game. Vilden? A prosperous and peaceful kingdom filled with happy people leading happy lives. Or at least it was like that. Because everything changed when the Overlord attacked. No hero was able to stand against him. Be it human or be it demon, they all fell like leaves in the autumn. He was so immensely strong that he changed his name to Fate. Yes, Fate. In his eyes, he was so invincible that even Fate itself was unable to stop him. What an arrogant bastard, right? Fate took over Vilden like it was a walk in the park and ruled his new empire with an iron fist. The legend says that he actually has a gauntlet called the Iron Fist, but that's unconfirmed. Some sources say, you're derailing. Oh right, sorry. Actually, why even mention this? It's hardly important. Ahem, moving on. Years and years passed, and Fate was still undefeated. However, nothing in this world is truly invincible. Fate had to have a weakness, and the one who discovered this weakness is no one less than the most skilled thief in all of Eden. This gorgeous little devil discovered that Faith's source of power is an artifact called the Isle Stone. Without it, he would be completely powerless. Of course, he kept the stone close by in his own castle. The little devil saw this as an opportunity. She would steal the stone and then become the overlord herself. Yet, she had a little problem. She didn't have any money at the moment. This is a pocket, okay? And infiltrations cost a lot, even more it being an overlord's castle. So she decided to sell the information. Also really rich, okay? And no better buying than the Order, a guild that specializes in overlord slaying and threat containment. She made sure not to tell where the stone was, though. She needed a head start against them. Little did she know that that was the worst decision of her life. Because the Order might be stupid, but oh boy, they were smart. How does that even make sense? I mean, just go on. They figured out pretty quickly where the stone was, and so a race for the stone began. It went without saying that the great thief reached the treasure room without even breaking a sweat. But so did the Order, and it was stupid good for nothing paladins sent to destroy the stone, and when the two forces clashed goals, it doesn't go well. They both got captured. This is an alpha, so I'm guessing they're going to improve the pictures and such, but it's a pretty cool story. Next. We're playing my favorite match. What shall we call you? Jupiter it is. It's over, Jupiter, he said. I've never loved you, he said. You drive me nuts, he said. And then he left me there, a mile out of town and away from campus at a roadside stop, with no choice but to walk the whole way back. And walk I did, wrapped in that self-protective haze we draw over ourselves when our system takes a shock. Empty, cold. 3 years of my life, my heart ripped from me in an insult, and all I could do to protect myself was numbly ignore it. That's it, until my foot stumbled against a crooked lamppost in the middle of downtown, the jarring impact shattering the last vestige of physiological protection I had, and I finally collapsed on the nearby bench, cradling my foot. The pain from the collision sent a spark that ignited the rest of me, and I cried openly, ignoring the people around me. Fine, I give up. I don't care anymore. It's all a lie. My declaration of surrender echoed off the buildings around me, and I buried my face into my hands. It's pointless. Love is nothing but pain. Warmth brushed against my shoulder. I wrenched back, eyes wide, as I took in the sight of a young man standing beside me. He smiled, his eyes shining with a mix of kindness and sadness. His hand hovered where I'd pulled my shoulder from, until he straightened, and I put it behind the back of his neck sheepishly. Graphics in this are pretty. Forgive me for intruding, miss, but please don't say that. I hated him in an instant. How dare you try to tell me? I'm sorry, allow me to rephrase that. In a soothed movement, he knelt in front of me and took my hand in both of his. Delicately took my hand in both of his. Please don't give up on love. Kick him with a shin. Pull hand away politely. Excuse me. Well, the well-intended nature of his gesture wasn't lost on me. I pulled my hand away from his grasp and watched him wearily. I really don't think this is an appropriate time to hit on someone. After staring in shock, he turned red and brought his hand over his mouth. What? No, oh goodness, I never meant to imply. I mean, this is, oh goodness. Then what did you mean? Ah, I knew it. I'm still terrible at actually talking to people. I'm sorry, let me start over. Cleared his throat. I was passing by the roadside stop on my bike and saw what happened, the thing he said and how hurt you were. I tried to leave it alone because, well, it's not really any of my business, but seeing you here like this, I had to reach out. Sure you did. Some distressed girl is crying on a bench. Perfect opportunity to swoop in and console her until she agrees that jumping into bed is the best medicine for a broken heart. I stood, my bitterness leading me strength. You're a scheming scumbag like everyone else. I'm not quite that stupid, you know. My tirade ended abruptly when I caught tears glimmering in his eyes. He quickly blinked them away as best he could, but it was clear I'd struck a nerve with him. I'd never take advantage of someone's vulnerability like that, miss. Next. We're playing Woman Wrapped in a Player's Hide. Alright. It was the year of our Lord, 1592, a cold wet February day, when I stumbled into a tolerably vile tavern on the southern banks of the river Thames. I traveled days on foot through the chill winter rains, and I was through wet every inch of me. London's Bankside was a far distance from the small, oft-forgotten village of Droitwich, and I was relieved to arrive at last. The tavern was thronged with all manner of folk, more bodies. I felt certain there were in all of Droitwich, but I felt warm to my bones for the first time in nearly a week. The proprietress bustled up to me, all buxom bodice and dimple-cheeked. "Welcome to the Dead Man's Acres, sirrah. What lack you? A fine roast capon, a pint of best porter, or mayhap?" Her lip curled in a saucy smirk. "A pretty wench to sit upon thy lap." Rose blossomed in my cheeks, and I gaped at her like a fool before I remembered my disguise. The road from Droitwich to London was a long one, 6 days hard travel, and I had elected to put off my woman's weeds in favor of my father's second-best doublet and shirt. I was tall for a girl of 16, and thought it hung upon my frame a little loosely. My father's clothing fit me passing well. With my mane's tress tucked in an old leather cap, I regained myself a fine fair youth indeed. I felt a prying of mischief in my veins. Prong, maybe? Smiled bashfully at her, the prize for lewdness with great indignation. Dally outrageously with the wench. Smiled bashfully. The proprietress grinned and laughed and tossed her curls. "Well, lad, approach me again when thou hast steeled thy nerves. Now, tell me true, what lack thee?" "I troth I lack my cousin. 'Tis reported at large the town that the grocer John Hemmings does often sup here." "Indeed, goddamn grocer Hemmings sups here this night. Come along, my lad." I like the writing style of it. It's just a little hard for me to read out loud. Next. We're playing Golden Journey. Working on a project, focuses intensely. A door opens and someone walks slowly into the room. Graphics are lovely. "Oh look, it's my brilliant sister working on another project. Can I see what you're doing this time?" "Get out of my room before you break something." Kasria scowls and stares at Saria. "Yes, I made minor mistakes, but I'm not as incompetent as you think." "Do you want me to start listing all those mistakes and explain how they cause problems? How some people got hurt because you got too bored to fix your mistakes?" "It's not how it happened. Besides, no one was injured to a critical Are you done? I'm busy if you haven't noticed." "Look, Cass, I get that I get it. I'll get out of the favorite child's way. We both know you're going to win the prize. I'm entering too, you know." So annoying. I was going to share the prize, but all my hard work this time, I deserve it. She always leaves before I finish talking. So rude. Keep working. Morning arrives and Sari diligently working. "This is going to work. Just need a few tweaks and I'll be ahead of schedule." She sighs. "So much I've improved on this model. That prize is as good as mine." Suddenly, Kasara barges into the room. "Did you know what the prize got uprated to?" "Shouldn't you be working then, or are you just wasting my time?" "Oh no, it's a life-extending prize. They changed up the prize last minute." "That's great. Are you finished now?" "I'm warning you, I'm going to win. Seriously." Kara leans in. "Sarah, that part there?" Kara leans in further. "That's my old project. Why are you using it? Did you steal it? What the hell, Sarah?" This was a project Sarah worked on for a year and is her only accomplishment to date. It was a piece of crap. Do you know how long I spent on it? Why? Why do you always do this? Just work on whatever you're working on now and you'll see what I finish. Seriously, you're the worst. Worse than a Grimmer or Middle Zoner. Actually, no, one of them might be better than you. Sisters. I was just going to say, never mind, time to finish this. I can't think how that Kasara ruined my train of thought. Next. We're playing Happily Together and After. Here's a summary of the story of Princess Laura and the Handsome Prince. Once upon a time, there was a gentle prince who ruled over the land. Let us always do everything with kindness, she would say. The land under her rule was prosperous and the economy was always good. The people were always happy, and the bards would make songs and sing to Her Majesty praises every hour after midday. Everything was vibrant and full of life, that is, until the princess began to lose hers. The princess suddenly became very ill, so quickly that she could hardly manage to stay out for too long. Day after day her life felt tormented by the sudden illness of which there was no known cure for. Finally, as her condition worsened, she went up to the mountains and made heartfelt, teary pleas to preserve her life. At her last shed tear, she fell to the ground and expired. Now it just so happened that a handsome prince who regularly accompanied his merchants during important decision-making decided to survey the mountainous region on foot. Well, there he overheard the cries of the princess and witnessed her last dying moment. Moved with pity and compassion by her words, he gathered her body and walked along a small tributary to an open water source on the side of the mountain. Lying her body in the water, he began to gaze at her. How frail by comparison we are, he thought to himself. As he began to ponder on life's frailty, he wept bitterly over the princess. His tears hid her face, causing them to fluster, and her body starting to regain its warmth. The two, both amazed by the miraculous feat they had just experienced, decided that they were positioned by fate, and they both wed the very next day. And so they lived together happily ever after. Where am I? What am I doing here? Alright, everyone gather around. That means you too, newbie. Alright, everyone here and accounted for. Good. Wait a minute, what? Now we're a bit behind schedule, so let's skip the introductions. Hold on. Where is Princess Laura? Yes, we'll get to that question and answer portion in a second. Let's just go over the basics so you can understand what's happening and get acclimatized to your new home. New home? What is the meaning of this? Take me to Princess Laura at once. Whoa, disarm that guy. A set of bulky men stepped towards the prince, attempting to disarm him. I must be reunited with Laura at once. You will take me to her immediately. Oy vey! Every time with these fairy tale books. Listen, your princess is safe and waiting in the castle area with the other fairy tale princesses getting debriefed. Debriefed? Yes, now since we've already behind schedule, would you be so kindly as to shed your blade and take a seat beside one of the other story princes so we can finish this quickly? Looking around, sure enough, there are other suitable and royally dressed males staring back at the prince. A bit confused and embarrassed, he takes a seat beside a feeble-looking male. Is he a prince too? Right, Let's speed this up then. Welcome everyone and congratulations. Being here means that your story has gone from manuscript to editor to being published. You should be very proud, as not many books in your genre come out nowadays. Storybooks? What is he talking about? Now, we don't have that much time, but you'll learn about it as you go along. This space where you are now is Castle B. Your respective counterparts are in Castle A area. Don't worry, you'll be reunited shortly. This entire area is called the Bookshelf, and I am the resident librarian for this section. This is such a cool concept. Like the Storytale characters being introduced to their library. Next. We're playing the game Clive. Clive. Buzz. Who is calling at this hour? Who can that cussing be? Hello. Who is calling at this hour is what I picked. Clive, it's me, Stefan. Stefan? Yeah, it's been a little while since we last talked. What's this all about? Clive, it's been a week since your last bleep on Bleeper. And it was pretty cryptic one at that. I was getting worried about you. I love this guy's face moving and stuff. It's really nice. And I heard about I guess you're now ex. Then you also must have heard that my ex left me for my best friend. Hey dude, what's done is done. You've got to move forward. But I called for another reason. Say nothing. There's been forest fires just outside of town. We're already at evacuation level 2. It'll probably be at level 3 before nightfall. Are you serious? I wish I could tell you that it was a joke to at least get you out of your apartment. Sadly, what's happening is real. I don't have anywhere to go. Hang in there. You're not in any immediate danger at the moment. Anne and I can be on our way over. Just pack some essentials. Huh? Okay, Anne says that you should make a list of things to pack first. I'll let you know when we're out the door. Clive, we're here for you. Click. How mysterious. I barely even remember the last time I left my apartment. Now I'm fleeing this place for my life. This whole place is a cussing mess. The whole life is a damn cussing mess. Where do I even start to begin? I need to focus on that list. The whole process of making a list was helpful, mostly because it kept my mind off other distractions, showed clear, concrete goals. Must be magic. Alright, so let's keep my mind off other distractions. Regardless, it's eased my mind a little. I hardly even thought about the other things. It's given me a room to pack one more thing. What should I take? A few favorite books, a photo album. No, I'm ready for a new start. Take a photo album. This thing holds so many memories. I don't know if I can stand to leave it behind. I know my ex is in a lot of them, but I'll take the good with the bad. They should be here at any moment now. Knock, knock. Hey, we're here. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. I'm so sorry we were late. Someone, and I won't say who, left the lights on in my car. Luckily for all of us, I had a jump pack ready. Probably be pretty cussed. I don't know what this means. No, sweetie, I think royally cussed is the term for it. Next. We're playing Closure. Princess. The day is sunny with little clouds here and there. Beautiful graphics. Surely on a nice day such as this one, the dragon will let me out. Ha! Caught you. You little... Princess, you knew you shouldn't even think of going out. It's not safe. But you know how it is. I'm stuck here like ever since forever. You can't blame me that I want to go out. Forgive me for shouting at you. After all, you were just ordered to protect me and keep me in. This is... Princess, you know I'll listen to you, right? Sit down and relax. You've survived the past 18 years, and why now of all things? He's right. Today marks 18 whole years since I met the dragon, 18 years since the start of my confinement. I myself cannot remember what I have done to deserve such a treatment. I mean, my father would send me gifts and luxurious things, but never has come to this isolated castle. I wonder if father still actually loves me. Well, at least the dragon is with me, so I'm not alone, right? You know, that it's really boring. I have known all the nooks and crannies of this castle, even the garden below. Although, that reminds me. I remember when you were so small. Man, you remember that? I think I'm barely 7 at the time. And then you hit your growth spurt a few years later, you got so big. That's kinda nice. The dragon was a friend. Wait, are you still growing? I would hope so. The bigger I am, the better I can protect you, my princess. If you get bigger, I think it would be because you are getting fat. Oh, you wound me, princess. Surely it's not fat, but muscle. Muscle? I'm betting all of these are fat. You just can't differentiate between the two. Muscle? I really don't think so. Stop it. It's muscle. Well, anyhow, let's just put this behind us and talk about something else, okay? Sure. All that talk reminds me of something, you know? What is it? Want to add some more fat into your bumbling belly? Princess, please. But aren't you hungry, oh great dragon? I am not. Or maybe I am. Let's do a picnic. It's been a long time since we do the last one. Huh? How long has it been? Oh yeah, it's been a long time, alright. Okay, if we're doing this, I'll ask you to leave me be for a bit then. Wait. Princess. No, wait. Now go. Oh dear. This is quite adorable. Okay, now it's time to cook. Oh, I hope I remember what to do. Okay, calm down. Remember, what are my choices? Just do it. Being spontaneous is good, right? Try to think of what should be made, yeah. Okay, so I think I should cook some eggs first, and then there's some meat. I can make that as a filler. Oh, there's also quite a lot of bread. I should probably make sandwiches. It's not hard to make. And there's also some tomatoes and lettuce I can put in as well. Next. We're playing Rosazur. Looks kind of cute. Hey you. Yes, you. I've summoned you from another reality to do something important. I've seen a terrible future coming and I need you to stop it. As you don't have a physical form in this world, you have some interesting powers to change things. Will you help me? Sure, why not? Good. Well, here's what you have to do. I'll take you with 2 dragons. Their names are Rosalina and Azor. They are so in love. You have to make them break up. Yes, don't look at me like that. I'll tell you it's for the better future. Whatever, you already said yes, so let's get going. There's not much time. You must do it before they decide to marry. Alright, so dragons can't marry. It's kind of sad, though, to break up love. Okay, today's the day. There she is, so beautiful. Just look at her gorgeous hair, gently pushed by the breeze, her lovely smile. Ah, I can't do this. Oh, hey, Azur. Come here already. I was waiting for you. Yes, I'm going. Do you want to tell me something? Yes. I have to give her the ring and propose to her. Rosie, this is for you. Hey now. Looks like a good moment. Do something. Turn the ring into a donut. Make Azur sneeze. Make Azur sneeze. Achoo! Azur, you put everything on fire. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. Of course you didn't. Now let's put out all this fire before something horrible happens. Whatever you want to tell me can wait. Make Rosie trip. Yeah, let's make Rosie trip. The well should help. Ouch. Rosie, are you okay? I think I hit my head with the well. I'm feeling a bit dizzy. To the hospital. Not the best day for proposals. Shouldn't have hurt Rosie, though. Not a very nice thing to do. Huh? Where am I? This must be the hospital. I think I tripped and fell. Then I hit my head with the well. Ouch, it sounds even worse than it really is. I can't believe I could have hurt myself more, and I could have... No, I didn't want to leave this world without telling my true feelings. I even have the ring in my pocket. Oh, Azur, you said you wanted to tell me something. If only you knew that what I plan to tell you. I must find him. I'll ask the nurse. Make the nurse kiss Azuri. Make Azuri disappear. Let's make the nurse kiss him. Is that Azuri with the nurse? And they are kissing? Rosie? Who is that, Azur? And you, what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Next. We're playing the Mystery of the Raptor Mansion. Warning, the following game features stunts performed by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Developers must insist that no one attempt to reenact any stunt or activity performed in this masterpiece. The Mystery of the Raptor Mansion. The sun's setting. I sit in my office chair, mindlessly looking at the papers stacked on my desk. I should finally sort these, throw out the old files, make room for new ones. There are always new ones coming. Kidnappings, assaults, murders. Not today, though. The day is slowly coming to an end. And there's this peculiar calm in the stale air. Friday afternoon, minutes to quit in time. I light a cigarette and start counting those minutes, slowly fading into a daydream. Somewhere in my office, the phone rings. I shake my head in disbelief, put out the cigarette, and toss some of the files aside. Where did I put that thing? There it is, under the pile of papers to the right. I reach for the receiver and glance at the wall clock. 6:10. This time it could only be my divorce attorney or... Roar! My boss, agitated no doubt. I clear my throat and answer him, trying to sound as servile as it gets. Yes, sir, I'm still at the office. Yes, sober. No, I didn't have any plans for tonight. Roar! 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 A dinosaur was killed. It's past my working hours, but every detective working at old DCPD quickly learns how abstract the term working hours sounds here. Roar! 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 The victim was a professor of economics at our university found at the Raptor Mansion. Interesting. I pick up my badge and car keys, check my gun, and spend a minute or two looking for my hat in the ever-churning mess of my office. I push the hat on my head, exit the office, and walk through the station to the parking lot. I like that our boss roars. Driving through the streets, I feel strangely calm. Minutes to 7, and even the main avenues feel strangely deserted. Soon they'll bustle with life again when the more nocturnal citizens exit their dwellings and go about their usual nighttime activities. Drug pushing, pimping, extortions, batteries, assaults, and murders. Maybe I'm just getting old and cynical. I've worked as a detective in the city for years. Solved a few cases, failed to solve even more. Maybe I helped better those streets, but when I take a walk home at night, I can't see it. It's still murky and dark and frightening out there. I take a right turn and watch the scenery change. I'm entering the better parts of the city now. The mansion sat in the hills overlooking Dino City Bay. Have this intimidating aura of old money. It didn't fit in with this neighborhood. Too polished, too well groomed. Up here, even the gardeners have a better pedigree than me, I suppose. Raptors, carnivores are known to look down at us herbivores, and these ones take it not one but 2 steps further. I can't help but wonder how they will react to a herbivore cop. The very idea of that might be shocking to them. The main gate is open. Without hesitation, I drive through the gardens towards the residence. I park right at the front door, exit my car, take a look at the building. Manual pets scurry around the entrance. It's an enormous 3-story mansion, dripping with ornaments, but surprisingly stylish. Despite the lavish ornaments, the intricate columns with numerous reliefs, it doesn't seem to shout, "We have money," like the houses of our city multiple Nuevo riches. Simply calmly states the fact and subtly hints on the fact that the Raptors always had money. Next.